I've compared this series to a soap opera before. Well, some days the soap opera isn't very good and you get distracted doing other things, but you still don't want to turn it off because there's this one storyline that's kind of interesting. So you sit through 38 minutes of garbage just for the 3 minutes of your favorite character. That's right. Samantha is my Franco on General Hospital. Or my Melanie if you prefer Days of Our Lives. What can I say? I like the goofball characters. Samantha, start being more goofy.
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
Rick is in a coma, thanks to the mix-up with Brittany and Lacey in the last book. Lacey is crushed, and she vows to spend every waking moment at the hospital by his side. Brittany is also crushed, even though I don't think she's ever talked to Rick before, ever. So, Brittany vows she's going to reform her evil ways. She decides to be a good person from here on out. I was going to make a joke about how Brittany's nice streak will only last 5 minutes, but the book makes that joke for me. Brittany's friends laugh and say she's only pretending to be nice in order to seduce Tim. Brittany promises if they don't start believing her, she'll cook up some very nasty revenge. Our nice girl, everyone. Karen and Ben's relationship has become deeper, which means now they're almost kind of dating, maybe. A huge step forward for them. Ben doesn't care about dating, though. He's in charge of the upcoming winter carnival, and he's worried that the weather is too warm. Odd, in the last book, people complained about the cold weather. Continuity! So yeah, Ben spends most of this book complaining about the weather. It's not the most interesting storyline. Ben gets a letter from his ex-girlfriend Emily, and this is a source of major drama. Karen's worried he's going to start dating Emily again. I'm going to leave this storyline out of my recap for the book because it's a giant nothing. She tries asking him about the letter, then she doesn't. She tries asking him about the letter, then she doesn't. She tries asking him about the letter, then she doesn't. Nothing happens except Karen angsting over a letter that she saw but never read. Lacey gets in trouble at work because she keeps skipping to visit Rick. Robin volunteers to take Lacey's place, and Robin is just plain awful at selling records. But hey, at least Lacey gets to keep her job. Lacey also gets into trouble at home where her parents order her to stay and have dinner with them. Don't her parents know she feels guilty for Rick's accident? Well, no, Lacey, you never told them that. Of course they don't know. Maybe you should explain the situation to Mom and Dad before blowing up at them. Samantha is feeling a little nervous about Kyle. Now that he's hot, other girls are talking to him. Girls like Sasha Lopez. Not Sasha Lopez! Who is Sasha Lopez? Samantha is a little grumpy during their next date. They decide it'd be good to go on a double date and meet each other's friends. But Samantha doesn't want to spend time with Kyle's nerdy friends, so she pretends they've already got a date with Jeremy and Kim. Kyle is reluctant because Jeremy is a jerk, and Samantha is jaw-dropped shocked that someone does not like the self-proclaimed king of the school. Doesn't Kyle know the social order of River Heights High? You can't not like Jeremy, he runs the school! Wow, I wish real life worked like that. I can just say I'm the leader and everyone has to agree with me now because I'm the leader. Your castle of popularity is built on a house of cards, Jeremy. The newspaper gets a new faculty advisor because that's an easy way to restart the Karen and Brittany competing with each other at the newspaper storyline. Karen makes herself seem like she's a better writer than Brittany, and Brittany is so mad she can't help but drop a zinger about Emily returning to town for the winter carnival. Karen starts bemoaning her life while Brittany goes, "Darn, I'm supposed to be nice now. How do other people handle not insulting everyone all the time?" Lacey sees a lot of Rick's mother at the hospital. Mom compliments her for being a devoted, loyal girlfriend, while Lacey feels guilty. Rick wakes up for a moment and says, "Mom," then closes his eyes when he sees Lacey. She starts freaking out because clearly he hates her so much he's blocked her from his memory. Or he was only awake for 5 seconds. Calm down, Lacey. The double date goes badly, as Jeremy and Kyle can't stand each other. Sasha Lopez flirts with Kyle again. Samantha decides to get revenge on Kyle by flirting with Tim. That will make Kyle jealous and stick it to Brittany. Kim is amused, so she rubs it in Brittany's face. Once again, I am baffled that these girls are best friends when they're clearly willing to hurt each other at the drop of a hat. Anyway, when Brittany finds out, she gets so mad she decides to give up her nice girl routine and absolutely destroy her friends. She then proceeds to do nothing about this. Lacey refuses to tell anyone that she feels responsible for Rick's accident. She blows up at her friends and parents some more. She eventually admits the truth to everyone, including Rick's mother. Mom confesses she also fought with Rick before the accident, so they were both feeling guilty and lying about it. This is supposed to be a happy resolution to the problem, but really, we're both liars doesn't strike me as a good resolution. Brittany's new plan to date Tim is to pretend that they're working the same project for history class, so they have a lot of study dates together, and she's grumpy when all he does is study. She gets permission for them to leave school early and visit a museum in Chicago. The plan pays off as he asks her to the winter carnival. She's ecstatic! Hooray! Tim finally likes her for her, not because of an evil scheme. Well, she did scheme to spend a lot of time with Tim, but it wasn't an evil scheme, so it doesn't count. Periodically, the book checks in with Nikki and Niles. They keep getting closer and closer, and she's unhappy that his girlfriend is coming to visit soon. Eventually, they take photos together, and he can't handle it anymore. He grabs her and kisses her passionately. Then he tells her, oh, by the way, his girlfriend broke up with him last week through a letter. So, now Nikki and Niles can be together. That's good news, Niles, but maybe you should have told Nikki that before you kissed her. Seriously. They kiss again, and Nikki is incredibly happy with her new boyfriend. Later on, Robin will tell Nikki that Niles is a fake-out. She's just using Niles to cover for the fact that she's still desperately in love with Tim. Oh no, please no. Please, River Heights series, let the Nikki-Tim relationship die already. Samantha keeps flirting with other guys, hoping to make Kyle angry. When he doesn't react, she gets angry. He tells her off for being a controlling brat who wants to run his life and who hates his friends. She accuses him of being the controlling one, and she runs off. She purposely runs slowly so he can chase after her, but he doesn't. Oh, the drama. Samantha chews out Brittany for talking to Kyle, and Brittany catches on to the fact that Samantha is really, really into him. Brittany gives Kyle some advice on how to handle Samantha's wild outbursts, but Kyle's already got it covered. He knew that Samantha was fake breaking up with him for drama and attention. The two of them make up at the Winter Carnival. We're at the end of the book, so let's set up some big cliffhangers at the Winter Carnival dance, okay? Karen talks to Ben about their relationship. She says she loves him, and he says he cares for her. Before they can say anything else, Emily appears. Ben goes to her, and Karen starts crying. She cries again when Ben leaves with Emily. Only he doesn't. He leaves with Lacey because Rick just woke up from the coma. Is he going to hold a grudge? I mean, duh, he's not, but let's pretend he might, because we want drama. Robin drags Brittany into a hallway and reads her the riot act. She blames Brittany for Rick's coma and some other things. Tim overhears the entire conversation and he dumps Brittany on the spot. He's had it with her for good. So neither Nikki nor Brittany is chasing after Tim now. What is he going to do? His only purpose in life is to be the hot guy that all the girls fight over. Now that's gone, there's really no purpose in keeping him in the series. Are they going to get rid of him? Oh, I hope so. The end. Post-book follow-up. I didn't like this book, as most of the storylines fell flat, especially the cover storyline of Karen and Ben. Ben was obsessed with the Winter Carnival and talked about nothing else. Karen got worked up over a letter that she never read and spent 100 pages waffling over what to do next. Ben never mentions the letter, by the way, so there is no reason to be suspicious of it. I found the entire subplot to be a page waster. Lacey's subplot was much the same way, in that it just recycled the basic idea of Lacey feels guilty over and over again. It had more resolution than Karen's storyline, but I wasn't interested in it, especially because I don't think there's a good reason to blame her for Rick's accident. Brittany's storyline was interesting, Not seeing her go after Tim yet again, that was boring. But seeing her struggle with being nice Brittany was interesting, and I especially liked the scene where she was forced to babysit her sister and friends. I wonder if the next book will stick with nice Brittany, or if she'll be so crushed by Tim's rejection that she reverts back to nasty Brittany. The Nikki and Niles story was okay. They had more chemistry in the last book, and I thought it was weird for Niles to kiss Nikki out of nowhere before telling her that he's single. But there wasn't anything I disliked about their plot. I wish them luck with their relationship, which I'm sure will be rocked to the core when Niles' girlfriend does come to visit. In the last review, I complained about Samantha being awful and trying to change Kyle. Well, hey, she got her comeuppance. She got humbled, and we end on a nice note as she agrees to hang out with his friends instead of her jerky friends. So that was the singular storyline I liked in this book. Overall, I didn't like the book. It had some good parts, including the ending, but the majority of the book was just the various characters just spinning their wheels. The Lacey, Brittany, and Karen storylines made very little progress and just didn't catch my interest. I give River Heights number 8, The Trouble with Love, a 3 out of 10.